Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Darksiders. This I believe is going to be episode 15 if I'm not mistaken, and as we left last time I was basically heading towards the section where we're going to be picking up the first Maker Heartstone to awaken the Guardian. So we got a couple of more puzzles here to solve. I'm checking out everything that you can do with Death Grip in order to solve this particular puzzle. Obviously there's a little thing on the wall here. You want to get up here, and then you're going to be jumping and doing all kinds of crazy shizzles with the Death Grip. Now here I actually thought that you could just throw the Death Grip, but you actually have to drop down, then throw the Death Grip. This might throw you off as well. But apart from all this puzzle solving, how is everyone doing? I hope you guys are enjoying the new style of the series with post-commentary. Now the first 3 videos that I've done, which means video 14, 15, and 16, are actually videos that have been done in quick succession, because I just played like this 2-hour session, then edited out a whole bunch of exploration and stuff. And only then I took the time to do the commentary on it. So I mean, I'm sorry if I don't apply something that you've mentioned in episode 14, because I'm doing all the commentary kind of like back to back, 14, 15, and 16. And I will put these 3 episodes out onto YouTube on certain, not at the same time, obviously, because you guys know that I like to space out my videos. I don't want to dominate your whole time. I want to give you guys time to watch other YouTubers like Epic Name Bro, Side Strafe, and so forth, and wherever else you happen to watch. I don't want to completely monopolize your time, so that is why I kind of space out my videos. But anyways, as I was saying, I made all of these videos relatively at the same time, so if I am missing, if I am not acknowledging some of the feedback you guys gave me on the 14, or if on the 16th video I'm not acknowledging feedback you gave me on the 15th.
A heartstone. Within lays the soul of a great maker. Find a way to bring it down, and I'll carry it.
That is the reason why. It is because they were simply recorded and commentated back to back, and I'm going to be uploading all 3 of them. Now, like I've mentioned, these 3 episodes are also going to be a test, so I am counting on you guys to give me feedback, tell me what you guys think, share them with your friends if you appreciate them. Here you can see the mechanic of Death Grip coming into play with a little bit of a wall crawl, and I instantly noticed, there's a hole in that there wall. I want to go there. There's items there for me. I'm gonna scratch this wall until I get them items. Death needs all the items. Also, I apologize if my throat is slowly going. It's simply because, like I told you guys, I'm having a couple of health issues. So yeah, my commentary is also going to be affected. Sometimes I will start losing my voice a little bit faster than I would under normal occasions due to medication and whatnot. But anyways, before we proceeded on to there, I decided I want to figure out exactly how I get to that sweet loot. And there it is. Start getting used to Death Grip, because you're going to be needing to use it to get to a whole lot of places. Once again, cannot pick up that Wrath Potion because my Wrath is full. So yeah, and my Wrath Potions are full. I hate not being able to pick up potions. It's annoying as balls. Now you want to be jumping on to the other side. It is quite a bit of a leap of faith, but then again, there is no real penalty for failing these jumps, which is something that maybe they should have done. Maybe they should have added a little bit of penalty for failing a jump, but then again, that would also mean they would need to improve the camera work on a lot of these jumps, which is not the best. So that is why I think they haven't really penalized you. In Darksiders 1, they used to penalize you for making poor jumps, but also in Darksiders 1, it was kind of a pain in the ass if you were to mess up a jump, particularly due to camera work and whatnot. As you can see, there was a chest up here, and then I just throw myself onto the lava. You see, you don't even lose a little bit of health. As a matter of fact, I think I gained something. I appear to have gained Reaper form from falling into the lava, which was kind of weird. I'm not exactly sure if I did gain it from that or not, but that was kind of weird. Didn't it seem like it? Definitely did to me. But anyways, like I was saying regarding the commentary and the kind of last-ditch effort that I'm working with this particular series of the Darksiders 2, this is, like I'm mentioning right here, these 3 episodes, 14, 15, and 16, are indeed my last-ditch effort. If I don't get like some results that I'm kind of expecting due to the change in commentary style, due to the much more linear gameplay that you guys get, as opposed to the gameplay where I'm exploring through everything and figuring everything out, and just basically it felt like I was wasting a little bit of time. But if these 3 episodes do not get the success that I'm kind of expecting, I'm gonna have to go ahead and shift into other projects. As a matter of fact, today I actually released Dragon's Dogma episode 18. Not exactly sure if that thing is going to work out or not, but it just seems that Capcom is no longer so high up my asshole that I have to worry about them, so to speak. So yeah. Now this was a part that I actually found a little bit of fun, that you could walk around with the not Colossus, with the golem on lava, which is kind of cool, kind of neat. Allowed me to navigate through the lava and proceed further through the level. Here we're actually going to be doing a little bit of a, how do you call this, leaned chain, which is something that I hadn't seen before. So far, all the chains that I had laid down were actually pretty much horizontally, how should I put this, parallel to the ground, so to speak. This one was actually at an angle, which was, again, something that I hadn't done before. So now we got to the very first Maker's Stone, and obviously I need to break all these vases. I mean, it's just something that I picked up since the days of Diablo 1. I'm actually, I wonder if a Diablo 1 would be something people would want to watch. Now we're going to be bashing it down. Once again, I have to really, give credit where credit is due. The animation work that they've done in this title is amazing, and again, the color usage is really amazing.
Let's get this back to the Guardian.
And I feel that you can really tell just how amazing the color usage is now that we have 1080p. I believe that the colors are a lot more vivid, a lot more bright, and that's something that a lot of games don't do these days. A lot of games are just friggin' flat out gray, and there's no color in them. It's just a friggin' 50 shades of gray, every single damn game. And it's really nice when you see a game that really puts out vibrant colors like this, and I don't know, I just kind of dig it. Anyways, here there's going to be a little bit of an accident here, as you guys can see. The stuff is exploding and lava is rising. And we're like, uh-oh. And now we got company as the elevator goes up. I also like the fact that we went through all this work to get that Maker's Stone, and now Karn is just throwing it around like it's nothing, smashing people with it. Even though I can appreciate the fact that he smashes people with it, I would be a little bit concerned, like, what happens if he breaks the damn thing? I mean, seriously. And as you can see, just going through everything, just tearing everyone down instantly. I mean, the combat system is, again, it's really fast. I still don't have the handle on it as much as I would like. It is a very freestyle combat system, and I can appreciate it for what it is, but you need to really start getting into the combo mechanics so that I can get this kind of stuff here. Even though you guys can barely see it. I mean, that's one of the problems with this combat, actually, is that sometimes stuff happens so fast. I think it's hard for you guys to even understand what the hell is going on. Sometimes it reminds me of one of those movies that you guys have where it's like, oh, there's a fighting scene. Let me go ahead and get the shaky camera and make everything shake and wobble all over the place so that nobody can understand what the hell is going on. I mean, here I got so confused, I even activated Reaper form. It was totally not necessary, but it was just like, I was just pressing a lot of buttons. I was basically randomly mashing a little bit because I was just like, I need to kill all these guys. Which was kind of sad of me to do that, actually, but like I said, I'm still getting back. I mean, at this point, I was still getting back into the whole routine of the combat. And now we have our very first Maker's Heartstone as we move on back to the Warden that we have over here. And we're back into the warden room once again. I'm just checking stuff out, making sure I didn't miss anything where I could use my death grip, because now you got to pay twice as much attention as you did previously. As you can see, there's a golem over there on the other side, but first we've obviously got to put this stone in there. And there we go. Go ahead, Karn. Check that bad boy in there. So now we only need 2 more of these to awaken the Guardian. That's going to defeat the corruption. And it was actually funny because earlier, even though you guys didn't really see it, I tried accessing that death grip point and I just couldn't. I'm just like, but it's there. I know it's there. I must access it at all costs. But anyways, I start moving on to the next area, and in this area we're going to be getting another Maker's Heartstone. As you can see, a little bit of a cut here simply because I did a lot of exploration before we actually got here to this point. And in this particular tunnel, as you can see, you have another one of those relic things that good old Volgrim is interested in. But what you want to make sure you do is you go into this bigger pipe to the left that you're going to see here, and there you're going to have a switch that will open up both doors, one for you and one for, I mean, not one for you and one for, it's going to open up 2 doors, and Karn's going to hold on to one, and that will allow you guys to proceed onward to the next room. As you can see, once again, Karn moving in. Good old Karn, never lets it down. And again, it seems that every single time I play this game, I have such a great amount of fun that I just feel like I don't even want to record it anymore. I just want to play it all the way. But at the same time, I want to keep sharing this experience with you guys because I feel this game is just really, really good. But unfortunately, it's not something that I can, you know, afford to do, because you dedicate a certain amount of hours and to playing it, recording it, editing it, rendering it, and if after all that time, I mean, I put the video up on YouTube, gets like 500 views. I mean, I realize that a lot of the comments on other videos of mine, like for instance Dark Souls, usually gets that a lot, indicating that I should have more viewers or something like that. I realize that that is you guys' opinion, and I really appreciate that, but if I don't actually get those views, I mean, sometimes it's kind of really ungrateful for me to have a video, which is the reason why I stopped Kingdoms of Amalur, if you guys remember. It's really ungrateful to just have a video up that took you an X amount of time to work on, and it occupied X amount of resources in your computers and whatnot, and then all of a sudden it's like 500 views. It's just not worth it. That's the problem. Now here we got a golem, and we're going to be doing a little bit of a platforming puzzle here. Also, something that you guys are probably going to mention in Darksiders 14, and I still have not addressed it, is the lack of a face cam. But I've already explained that in previous videos, that I believe that for post-commentary, I don't really feel that a face cam is necessary. Because, I mean, the interesting part of face cams, I think, is when you're doing live commentary. And when you're doing live commentary, you get to experience my reactions in real time. Whereas when I'm doing post-commentary, you're just looking at me. It's almost like reading from a text. Even though I don't script this kind of stuff, I basically just comment as I'm watching the video. I suspect that to you guys, it's almost like watching me read a script, which is why I don't really do face cams on post-commentary videos. Now here you basically have to rise both these things up after you set up the chain, and after that you're going to be able to climb on top of the chain, and from the chain go up onto that wall. And I really like this kind of stuff because it gives you, you know, it's that platforming thing that a lot of people say it comes from Prince of Persia, Forgotten Sands. But me personally, I have not played Prince of Persia because it's not a series that I like as much as a Darksiders. It doesn't have as good of a combat, whereas Darksiders combat, even though a little bit chaotic, it is very polished, and it has amazing animations. And you also get RPG style stuff in this particular one. So yeah, I mean, I take Darksiders 2 over a Prince of Persia game any day, so I'm sorry. Also, you got the Zelda elements, the Metroid elements, the God of War elements. There's so much stuff to a Darksiders game that I don't think a lot of people can actually appreciate, because they're just focusing on the fact that Darksiders took inspiration from a lot of games. But what you guys really need to understand is that a lot of games take inspiration from other games. It's just how much you notice it or not. Because, let's be honest there, sure, Darksiders 2 takes inspiration from several other games. We could talk about how many games World of Warcraft took inspiration from, and yet a lot of people just focus on the fact of what other games take from World of Warcraft. You know what I mean? If that even makes any sense. Sorry, bringing World of Warcraft into the mix here. It just seems to be something that a lot of people have been talking to me about lately, but yeah. Now here I realize I have to go and get the golem that we use in the platforming section here to go ahead and bust up the yellow stuff that we have blocking our way. Now that there's bridges to take that golem there. So yeah, go ahead and detach that chain, shall we? Thank you very much. And move the golem over. But like I was saying, I mean, this is the future that I would see for this particular series. However, I also have to admit that these videos, the way that I have done them, actually are a lot more work than live commentary, which is what I usually do. Mainly because I haven't done post-commentary. I mean, I don't usually do a lot of post-commentary by nature. I've just been doing live commentary for the longest time. And it's hard getting used to going back to post-commentary, because sometimes I just feel like I run out of stuff to say. Now here you can see another Maker's Stone, and this particular Maker's Stone is like right in front of you, but you have to do so much stuff before you actually get it. And for starters, you got a couple of enemies here, but since you got the golem, these usually aren't really that much of a problem. Just smash through everything, carve your way through everything. After you, why don't I just break your face together with all these guys? And I'm already identifying some stuff like that grinder there. I was already thinking, wonder what that grinder's for, and basically a lot of puzzle elements in this particular section. But obviously first you want to go ahead and destroy everyone that's in your path. And as we destroy everyone in your path, basically there's also been a couple of people that have been asking me if I feel that this game is worth it. And I have to say, if you like this style of gameplay, you know, the mixture of God of War and Zelda and Metroid and puzzle solving within the lore of this particular world, I think it's awesome. Me personally, I've been loving it so far, even though I feel the story itself has become a little bit detached. It has become a little bit detached of the Darksiders story, because in the first Darksiders, the story is a lot more focused, whereas here, they drop you in this world, and you know that you need to get to the Tree of Life. I honestly don't even remember why you need to get to the Tree of Life, but that basically becomes kind of your objective. And the reason I don't even remember why you need to get to the Tree of Life is simply because it's like I said, it's been months since I started playing the game, and I have to take long breaks from it because of all the other videos I'm doing. But the thing is, they present you with this objective, and after a while, I think it's easy for people to forget that all of this stuff that they're doing is actually to go and save Death's brother War. You know? You're just stuck in this world helping out the giant dwarves called Makers. And yeah, so here you can see me on the water. I'm doing some exploration, trying to look for the green stuff that you have to trade with Vulgrim. Fortunately, didn't find any, and then I came across this wall, which you have to climb in order to go and proceed through the level. There's going to be a particular lever on the other side of this wall that you're going to have to push in order to get the water level to rise a little bit, to basically get all of this machinery running. Now here I was getting a little bit confused. What the hell do they want me to do with this death grip thing? Ah, there we go. And we keep on climbing. Climbing. I really like the RPG aspects in the game. Unfortunately, it's been a while since I found another set of possessed scythes, so I really miss those because I've been actually saving up on items to sacrifice. And as you can see, they're instantly showing you the lever that you got to pick up over there. And there's also a chest a little bit ahead. As you can see, and there's obviously I always go for the chest. You guys know me. I'm total completionist. Total completionist. Need to get every single item I can find. Now in this game, however, it is not as essential as in Darksiders 1, because in Darksiders 1 you would have to definitely pick up every single item, every single green shard to trade with Vulgrim, because there were achievements attached to it. I'm not sure if there's achievements attached to everything in this game, but I've really stopped caring about achievements because I platinumed Darksiders 1 on the PlayStation, but the thing is, I've reached the conclusion that the more I care about achievements, the longer it takes me to really experience the parts that I really like about games. And I feel that achievements sometimes are an even cheap, artificial way to extend the game. I mean, let's look, for instance, and I'm going to criticize a game that a lot of people are going to give me shit over, I'm pretty sure. But let's look, for instance, at achievements in Dark Souls. Craft a +10 magic weapon and a +10 enchanted weapon. Those were the two that really pissed me off because they kind of go hand in hand. You're going to need blue Titanite slabs for both of them, and there's only really one in the game. The other one you have to farm. Now, I actually decided to platinum Dark Souls when I was when I was in New Game +2. So yeah, I actually farmed a white Titanite slab out of freaking pinwheel monsters before Nito, and I farmed a blue Titanite slab out of the butterflies before Seath. And let me tell you, with 10 humanities and friggin' what was the other thing? 10 humanities and covetous serpent ring, that thing still took a long time. And those of you who are following me on Twitter and Facebook know this because I kept tweeting out of frustration. So that's what I guess that's what I'm getting at when I say that I feel that achievements artificially extend your game time. It's just artificially, because in reality, I mean, you want to get to the end of the game and you want to experience as much as you can. But for instance, that fail with Death Grip. Oh, I got redemption. Oh, you do, huh? What are you going to do with it? But like I was saying, I mean, you definitely want to experience as much as the game as you want, but you don't really have to complete everything in a game to experience the best stuff. Like, for instance, I would consider it more important for players in Dark Souls to experience the quest of Sieglind and Siegmeyer. I would consider that to be more important than actually creating a +10 enchanted weapon. I mean, it doesn't take a lot of effort, it just takes farming. It's not really that hard, it's actually pretty easy. As you can see, we opened up the water like I said, and once the water opened up, water level is rising. And once the water level rises, you also get the machines, they all start working and stuff. And the grinder starts to work, and you can see that thing over there. Now, we broke that yellow section with the golem, but as you can see, they put those the explosive rocks beneath those cauldrons. And the reason for that is because you're actually going to need to do something with the golem that is not going to leave it available for you to use later on. And they want to make sure that you still can access the treasure. I was thinking about that for a while. I was actually like, but I blew this thing up with the golem. Why the hell are they giving me these dumbass bombs at this particular point in time? And that is why. That golem is not going to be available to you forever. Now here I was trying to figure out What the hell is going on? I should have actually edited this part out now that I think about it. But, I mean, I did miss a couple of things while I was editing. But yeah, I was basically exploring because I couldn't figure out what I had to do in order to climb through that particular wall because there's a gap there. But all you have to do is really aim a little bit to the side. But as you can see, it is a little bit glitchy there. But now I just climb up and like, oh, what the hell do you guys want? You guys want some of this? You want some of the con? I'm going to grab you with my death grip. I'm going to beat the living life out of you. Beat the life out of you, yeah. Because I'm death. Knock, knock. Who's there? Death. That joke is getting really old, I know. I need to get new jokes for death. Good old death. Smashing the crap out of everyone. Life gripping people is extremely satisfying. Although, as you can see, it is also highly distracting because I took more hits than I should have for this particularly simple fight. However, we do get a chest over there, and I believe we're going to get actually some particularly useful loot in this chest, because I remember I did some inventory management after this. Even though I edited it out, I did some inventory management. And we're also going to be getting this. Knock. Knock.
I cannot.
And obviously, since we have a potion there, going to be using potion. Get this potion. Then we did a little bit of inventory management, which is why this cut came into play. And then I was just like, well, I guess everything is done on this side, so it's time to go back to the other one. Once again, animations are just divine in this game. It is the one of the things that I really, really love is the animation work. I think it's amazing. And now, here we go. Deeper underground. Whee! Boom! I like the way you can jump from any height and you take no damage. I think in Darksiders 1 it was like that as well. And now this that you're going to be watching now is actually going to be the last fight. This particular episode, we used the key to open up this door, and in here we found a nasty little beastie that that was hiding. This is not necessarily the order through which I did the level, but this is the order that I present in the video. It's actually the order I would advise you to do the level in, which is actually something that, again, post-commentary and editing and whatnot allow me to do, give you the proper rundown of how you should run this particular level. Now here I was wondering if I could actually pull this thing, but I cannot. He's too big. It does a crap ton of damage. But what happened was, between me and Karn over there, we stun-locked this guy to death. Anyways, hope you guys have enjoyed this episode of Darksiders 2. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.